There are 4 giant planets in our solar system. They are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These giant planets are easier exoplanets to discover than the Earth-like planets. With their enormous mass and size, they influence the star systems more than small, rocky planets like Earth. What are giant planets? The term gas giant was first used by science fiction author James Blish in 1952 to refer to giant planets. A gas giant is a large planet composed mostly of gaseous material thought to surround a solid core. They are typically made up of low boiling point materials called volatiles, rather than rock or solid matter. But massive solid planets can exist. They are also sometimes referred to as Jovian planets, named for Jupiter. Jove is another name for Jupiter in Roman mythology. The classification between the low-mass brown dwarf stars and giant planets are debated, as they both are composed of hydrogen and helium. But the giant planets do not exhibit nuclear fusion, contrary to the brown dwarfs. That is the reason giant planets the size of Jupiter are referred to as failed stars. According to astronomers, the giant planets are classified into 2 groups based on their composition. The first one is gas giants, with planets like Jupiter and Saturn. The second classification is ice giants, with planets like Uranus and Neptune. The gas giants. Gas giants are the biggest category of planets with extremely dense cores. They are mainly composed of helium and hydrogen, with 3 to 13% comprised of heavier elements. Jupiter and Saturn are the gas giants of the solar system. The atmospheres of gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn are almost entirely composed of helium and molecular hydrogen. There is some evidence of trace amounts of hydrogen compounds. Jupiter and Saturn have similar interiors, with layers of metallic hydrogen, liquid hydrogen, gaseous hydrogen, and visible clouds extending outward. Here, metallic hydrogen refers to the hydrogen at high pressures, making it an electrical conductor. The outermost portion of Jupiter and Saturn's hydrogen atmosphere has many layers of visible clouds that are mostly made up of water and ammonia. As Jupiter and Saturn are far from the Sun, they are substantially cooler than some of the similar exoplanets found. These exoplanets are called hot Jupiters, with extremely high temperatures due to the close proximity to their host stars. This distinguishes gas giants from ice giants, which require cold temperatures to maintain their ice form, although gas giants can remain gaseous, despite the temperature being extremely cold or hot. The ice giants. Ice giants have different interiors from the gas giants. Uranus and Neptune are the gas giants of our solar system. The ice giants of the solar system are comprised of hydrogen and helium, which extend from the cloud tops down to about 80% of Uranus and 85% of Neptune's radius. But they also have other elements, like carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, and oxygen, which combine to form compounds that can freeze into solid phases. Uranus and Neptune are primarily composed of hydrogen compounds, with minor amounts of hydrogen, helium, metal, and rock. Methane, ammonia, and water are the most common hydrogen compounds. Unlike Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus and Neptune have rock and metal cores, as well as water and ammonia. The methane there is responsible for their blue color. Other giants. Astronomers have found a new type of Earth-like planet known as mega-Earth, which is 17 times the mass of our Earth, nearly the same as Neptune. They say that massive solid planets can exist. Theoretically, solid planets thousands of times the mass of Earth can form around massive stars, which are around 5 to 100 times the mass of our Sun. This can be possible because a massive star can drive out enough gas by UV radiation and wind, leaving the heavier elements on these massive planets. However, the size limit of an exoplanet according to the International Astronomical Union is 13 Jupiter masses, which is equal to 4,000 Earth masses. There is also another type of giant planet called superpuffs, which are only a few times more massive than Earth, but have a size larger than Neptune. This makes these planets less dense. Finally, there are some variants of Jupiter called hot Jupiters and super Jupiters. Hot Jupiters are planets with mass similar to Jupiter, but they have very short orbital periods and extremely hot surface atmosphere temperatures, as they are close to their host stars. The exoplanet 51 Pegasi b is an example of a hot Jupiter with an orbital period of just about 4 days. Super Jupiters are giant planets with mass many times greater than Jupiter. There are 180 discovered super Jupiters to date. Kappa Andromedae b with 13 times the mass of Jupiter, and COROT3b with 22 times the mass of Jupiter, are examples of super Jupiters. These giant planets are extremely influential in their star system. They have the ability to nurture life directly or indirectly, and can change the order of things as well. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.